obviously, you know, you've been in the news regarding the bankruptcy.
Mhm.
And how many lawsuits have been filed against you?
Like I said before, it's 7 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of them continued.
Okay.
So that's how I come up with the 9.
I see. I see.
Mhm.
And when it came to you fighting these lawsuits, obviously this was not city money that you fought with.
No, I fought with my own monies, and it wasn't cheap.
I understand.
I have a good attorney. He's
Yes.
good and he's expensive.
You get what you pay for, right?
Yes, right.
I understand.
That's right.
Okay. So basically, the lawsuits that have been filed against you, you believe that they were founded, unfounded?
They were unfounded. The very first one was unfounded. They had a lot of things in there that were not true, and they had a lot of things in there that by right they had no place. They were out of place.
So when the council files a lawsuit against the mayor, who's paying for their attorney fees?
They should pay for their own attorney fees, but they did not.
So is this a situation where the taxpayer funds,
Taxpayer funds were used.
to pay for the lawsuits against you, they decide as to whether a lawsuit's going to be filed against you?
Right, now,
And so it's at their, they can just spend the taxpayer money
No.
at will?
no. I refuse to pay their lawyers because by law, and there are several, there is a law, and it's not an opinion, it's a law
Mm-hmm.
that says that they cannot just go out and get a lawyer and use taxpayers' funds to pay it. So when they ask for payment, I refuse to pay it. And that's when they took it upon themselves to go to the bank and write cashier's check.
When did that first occur, approximately? I know you deal with a lot of
Around,
issues.
January '09. It was when, it was during the time when Mayberry was fired.
Okay.
Because they went in and they took money to pay him, and they took money to pay their lawyers, and they took money to pay Reverend.
But now the Larson Act, does it not specifically say that the mayor is the sole signer
It does.
for municipalities?
It does.
So
And,
how did that happen?
They went to the bank and did it. The bank allowed them to do that. And I had a letter drafted,
Mhm.
sent to the banks to not allow that. All of the banks honored that letter except one.
Okay,
And that was where they got their funds.
I see. And so, with so many lawsuits against you, they're using taxpayer money to pay for these lawsuits. You're paying out of your own pocket. You just came to a point where you couldn't take it anymore.
Right.
Did you feel like this was a political ploy? I mean, one after the other at such a short period of time, it seems.
Suit after suit after suit after suit has to be, that's a political ploy.
So close to the election.
So, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me ask you this. When it came to the budget that they came up with, the council came up with a budget in '09 where salaries were increased. There was an increase in pay for council members to, for special call meetings all the way around the board, basically.
Mhm.
You received a raise also.
I did.
How did that go down? I mean, as far as, because it's my understanding you refused the increase that they had set for you.
I did not take the increase they had set for me for 2 reasons. One, it was done improperly, and the second reason is that Grambling cannot pay that kind of salary.
see.
For a municipality that does not have a tax base, and the tax burden is on the backs of the citizens, I did not feel comfortable with that kind of salary, even though it was nice.
Yes,
I did not feel comfortable with that kind of salary.
I understand. Now, I've interviewed you before regarding this issue, the special call meetings. There have been many, and within the past 2 years, I know there have been over 20. The increase in pay. There was a forum on Tuesday night where candidates, and I'm getting a little off the subject here, but there's something that caught my attention. Candidates for council, certain ones, were asked a very specific point-blank yes or no question
Yes.
regarding this, whether they felt it was fair for the council to retain that additional $350 per special called meeting versus being paid for special called meetings in their regular monthly flat salary like most other municipalities in the other area. If you were re-elected as mayor, what would you like to see happen?
I would like to see them have a flat salary.
A flat salary?
Yes. One meeting, 10, same salary.
Yes, ma'am.
Because actually, there is not that much of a need for special call meetings. And if you could take care of what you need to take care of in the regular meeting, then it goes much better.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And there is incentive at that point to handle everything at one time. All right. Okay, then. While you refused your increase in pay, what did you see others do?
They took the increase and increased the number of call meetings.
Okay. All right.